Okay. Here we are. Here I am. Getting older all the time. Let's see, how does this look for interlacing purposes? Why what? Okay, I need your thoughts on this. Upon reviewing the last video, I noticed that there's a lot of ugly interlacing, and doing some research, I think it's because this game it maxes at 15 FPS, and I had the stream running at it was capturing at 30 frames a second. So I changed the capture rate to 15 to match it, because some of the results I found out said that, like, interlacing can be caused from trying to, like, change the frame rate to something higher than it is, because it's like duplicating frames or something. So how does it look? I'm watching it. It looks kind of sluggish, but it doesn't look as horribly interlaced. I don't know. What do you think? What you got? This game's great, Dilly. I already did all this shit. Do you think it looks alright? Yeah, I can still see some interlace, definitely, but it's, it looks like an improvement from last one. Last one, it looked like there was a shift in space-time, and it was like tearing the character's fabric apart. Like part of SpongeBob's finger would be like 2 feet away from the other part of his finger. So there it is. It's ready. Is there any like options in XSplit to minimalize audio peaking or clipping? Close that? That'd be nice. Nice. Up. Up and up and up. How does that sound? Turn my voice down 10%. Okay, I'll try that. Okay, voice should be now at 90%. Game is only at 30%. So 15%. Turn the game down 15%, so like, so that would only give it, so about there. That's good. Crispy. Crisp. Are you loving it? How'd I miss that stuff? I noticed there's a lot of interlacing when I like swing the camera around like that. How's that going? Well, even that looks a lot better than it did last night. It's still kind of bad, but hopefully I don't really need to do that. I fell in a pool. Yeah, no, even on the TV, this HD smart TV, I can't even see shit on in the dark areas in this game. That's not just a streaming thing. But should I increase the brightness in the settings?
Ahoy there! Squidward tells me you're looking for the king jellyfish.
Yes?
Good thing, too. That monster has been stinging all my good customers in their poop decks. I hear that you can find him up top of Old Sport Mountain here. Go hook that beast, sailor!
Oh boy, Mr. Krabs. I'll see what I can do.
No. Oh yeah, it looks very bright now. Second.
Hey, my back feels better.
Newcomer. Very smelly sauce this guy has. I met a girl whose sauce smelled. She always ran with Taliban. What the hell? What? People trying to watch streams on their phone. Come on. I have friends who only watch Netflix on their phone. And that to me...
Oh, Mrs. Bob.
disgusting!
Hello, Patrick. I've got a job for you to do.
Oh, boy.
I found a golden spatula, but those robots out on the island stole it and threw it into the lake. If you can figure out how to get it back, you're welcome to it.
Showing up, Mrs. Bob.
This is a weird alternate universe where, like, every character cares about other people. Like in the show, Mrs. Puff doesn't give two shits what Patrick does. She'd never ask him for a favor. But she has to be the quest master here. Destroy the fountains. One little challenge.
Hey, my back feels better.
Got interesting music here. It's only vaguely SpongeBobian.
That's much better.
Okay. No. Can you target? Where am I throwing this? Oh, there's one right there. Yeah. What is Electric Zoo? Very cool. I don't understand how you can run. What kind of phone do you have that can handle this? Or what service provider do you have? Switch to SpongeBob.
Well done, Patrick. You're a real star.
Did I get a cookie?
No.
No. Mrs. Puff is a magic conch shell. What was that face? What was that pose there? No. My favorite part of the magic conch shell is when it gets like sassy. No. No. Wi-Fi 105 megabits with a Midco S7. Bee boo boo bop. Bee boop bop. Bee bee boo bop bop. Bee bee bop. Whoa. I'm going upstairs to lose my virginity. Oh, are you now? My personality is basically just an amalgamation of quotes, and I have died.
Go SpongeBob! Go SpongeBob! Go SpongeBob!
Garrett, say something original. Um... So, forks? Forks! Sorry, what? Can't hear you over this waterfall. I guess it does capture the oh my god. The spirit of real waterfalls, because they are very, very loud. I can't remember when last time I was at a waterfall, but they are nice. They're pleasant little creatures, those waterfalls. Got my windows down and cruise. You've quoted me? I'm trying to think of like what I've said that bears repeating. But I tend to latch on to like really, really weird phrases that like no sane day-to-day person would ever think to say for any reason. And sometimes I'll just say things that like before my brain has a chance to be like, no, wait, stop. That doesn't make sense. But it's too late. It's too late! These look like miniature Squidward's houses. Squidward, the many houses of Squidward. I've got 400 houses and 400 mouses. 400 cars, 400 guitars. I'm in a house with a bunch of rooms, so there's other people living here. So I shouldn't be loud, but it would probably have less like repercussions than if I did it when I was living with my mom and dad, because they would have no like reservations about just opening my door and be like, can you be quiet? We're trying to sleep, but my housemates here are more like laid back slash passive aggressive at times. Honestly, I feel like I could just be a dick, because one of my housemates, the one that like lives in the room next to me, he was cleaning out the kitchen, which was nice, except he threw away my entire sack of potatoes for some reason, and my Hershey's syrup out of the fridge. Like the potato, I had used one potato from the sack of like a dozen at least, and it's gone. And when I asked him about it, he like felt, it looked like he was getting kind of flushed, and he was like, oh yeah, I didn't throw it away though. I didn't throw it away. I don't know, did you check here? Okay, but I didn't throw it away. Like, it's like, you didn't throw it away. Okay. And Hershey syrup, like, who throws that away? Like, Hershey syrup never goes bad, and I only bought it like the week before. There's some other things in the fridge that were bad. Some old sauces. Some sauces from girls whose sauce smelled. But it's not like it contaminated the syrup. Do I need to be Pat again? Where's the Pat station? Like, I was grateful that he cleaned up everything, but like... Oh yeah, he also threw away some of my butter. Because it was like on the counter, like in the wrapper, but like... It's butter. Like, it can sit out and soften, you know? I didn't want to leave it in the fridge, because when I use the butter, I have to, like, microwave it in order to be able to, like, spread it on things, so I left it out. That got thrown away. So he threw away, like, I don't know, like $15 to $20 worth of stuff. I don't want to be a dick and be like, hey, you're gonna pay for this. Like, literally pay for it. Because he did spend like several hours cleaning, so really I think it's like breaks even, because I didn't help out with the cleaning. Just gonna, I guess, become Patrick here. That's fine. There's also hair everywhere in the bathroom, because there's like 4 guys down here. There's 2 floors, and there's 2 bathrooms, 1 on each floor, and I don't really like see or talk to any of the people upstairs, because I only ever go upstairs to use the oven. But there's still like 4 guys downstairs, like shaving over the sink or in the shower, just getting little like half-centimeter long hairs everywhere. Little rice hairs. You can barely see until they're like on you, on your elbows from when I'm like looking in the mirror, brushing, doing my own shaving, just like, you know, do a wipe around the perimeter of the sink, and it's good. But nope. It doesn't help that the sink is like granite, so it's like impossible to see hairs on it unless you really eyeball it. Oh, and something that really wound my... Wow, what a fuckhole that robot is. Something that really wound my britches. I got a text from my dad saying that they got sent a bill for my something that I had like wrote a check for at the beginning of February, and he said that like they got another bill, and I'm like, but I sent that out already. And then I go upstairs and find in like a room that I don't go in because I don't go upstairs, that mail, the check that I had like put in an envelope and put in the mailbox was brought back inside. Like it has the address of this house on the the corner, so it's going away from here, but they just brought it right back in, like, huh? All right, mail. Like, look at it. It's not going to here. So I had to bring out the mail next day even earlier. And I don't check the mail that comes in here because I don't get very many bills in the mail. They're mostly online, and when I do, they go to my parents' house, and I just like pick them up once a week or so, or every couple of weeks. I just go stop by, take any mail that's for me. So yeah, roommate issues. Yeah, this game is a little gexual. Sorry, Sony, you're not getting a PS4 out of me. Unless I'm getting a Gex 4 out of you. I'll never let that dream die. We got a new Bubsy game. So don't tell me it's not possible. What about clocks? Confusion never stops. Closing walls and ticking clocks. Just right here then. Just gotta make some long strides. Okay. Oh yeah. Clocks would make more sense. I was trying to think of what the name of like those things on the back of wind-up toys are called. What are they called? Just like winding keys? But then I saw a pair of SpongeBob's underwear. I'm like, okay, britches. Yeah, good job, brain. You did it. Isn't your roommate your wife? But I would honestly say this game is more like Banjo-Kazooie than Gex. Just for like the humor and just like the types of things you collect. Like Gex only really had, well in Gex 3 there were more collectibles. I don't know, this one just something about, I guess because they're golden spatulas, reminds me of Jiggies, and there's also like 10 in each world. And the socks, there's just like a random number of socks in each level, and that kind of reminds me of Mumbo tokens, I guess. I don't know. It's also, in my opinion, like on par with Banjo-Kazooie. It's just a lot of fun to play. And now we do the sponge. There are a fair amount more moves you learn and if you utilize. In fact, I think we're gonna do a new move right now. Yeah, this is a wall jump thing. Not so much a move as it is like a specific thing you do in one spot. But there's things that you gotta come back to like this world for. Like I wasn't able to do a few things because I need to be able to throw the bowling ball and the missile bubble. We'll learn that later. In Gex, you never really had to go back to levels. You just completely clean out a level and just go to the next.
Bubble Buddy! Gosh, everyone is trying to help out today.
Step quietly there. That king jellyfish is just up at the top of this path. Good luck. You'll need it.
Thanks, Bubble Buddy.
Blowing balls. Heaven.
I knew the king jellyfish was big, but who knew he had such a beautiful voice?
Ba-da-ba. Oh. Fight has begun. That was my chance. My chance to smack. You only got one chance to smack. There's some really cool boss fights later in this game. This one's kind of just avoid one attack hit. But you'll fight like robot versions of the characters later, and they can be pretty hard and really cool. Cool ways of defeating them. You gotta use more of your moveset. Yeah, I think the weakest part of this game is probably the music. It's very, like, forgettable elevator music. One of one jellyfish. Yeah, it's no Grant Kirkhope soundtrack.
It shines.
I fucking love the soundtrack of Gex, though. Gex 2 and 3 had really cool tracks. Awaken box. Here I am, getting older all the time. Yeah, there's some really cool slide tracks later on. I think that was a... Oh yeah, that was the first time seeing that. The hand. Hans. I love it. Very, very clever. It's this game's Lakitu. A lot of winding paths, encouraging multiple slides. So, let's go again. Life is as extreme as you make it. Larry! Again. And now we have old no-names down here. And then there's things like this where you can glitch the music not activating by doing stuff like that. Yeah, this is where I want to go. Yeah, okay. Alright. And this was the sock path. The sock ending. I believe there's a couple, I think one or defeat King Jellyfish. I think I just gotta give Squidward his lotion. Yeah, that was an Impractical Jokers Larry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels so much better.
Anything for my best friend Squidward. Can I rub some on?
What if I just gave you this?
Yeah, so the things I need to come back to this level for are, I think, just for socks. 14, there's 5 socks I didn't get. We'll get that later. Yeah. Did I not talk to Larry? I don't think Larry has anything to offer, really. Can I just warp straight to Larry? I don't think so. There's a sock there. I'll get that later. This is Waluigi coral. Wah. Alright, good night, Dilly. Have fun in dreams. There is a dream world in this game, and it's my favorite world in the game. It's really cool. Yeah, some of the worlds in this game are really
Downtown
interesting
Bikini
later on.
Bottom. Once a bustling metropolis, now a debris-covered crater.
SpongeBob, the robots are destroying downtown Bikini Bottom. We have to evacuate.
All right, but it's gonna take a while to get all this dust.
Not vacuum, evacuate. We have to get everyone to safety.
Can we just load them up in the boats?
That won't do any good.
Why not?
Because the robots have taken all the steering wheels.
Couldn't we just drive in a straight line?
No, there are too many turns.
Okay, so I wanna.
Those fiends, they thought of everything. Never fear, Mrs. Puff.
That's actually
I'll
a-
get those steering wheels back.
SpongeBob, if you're involved, I always fear.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, if you can pull this off, I'll give you a golden spatula.
How about a driver's license instead?
Nice try.
So that was actually a perfect segue into a story from work today. So I'm working as a Domino's delivery boy, and I'm gonna use this intersection to describe what was going on today. So let's say in the middle of this intersection, there's two traffic lights. They're both. All right, let me just describe it this way. There's traffic going both ways, and there's no turn lane. All right, so but it's four-way intersection, and I need to make a left turn here, and traffic is coming this way on the green light, so I have to stop like in the middle, and I have to wait for traffic here to clear out before I can turn, because that's the law, and I needed to go that way, right? So there's two lanes on each side, so there's two lanes coming this way, and then there's two lanes going that way. I'm in the left lane, obviously, because I need to turn left, and there's traffic going past me on the right lane. And so I stop here on the green light, and there's a guy behind me. Now, the guy behind me didn't realize I was going to make a left turn, and so he's stuck behind me, and there's traffic coming this way, like a long line of traffic. And so he wants to merge right so he can pass me, but there's a lot of traffic coming, so it takes a moment, like minute and a half, where he has to wait, but I still have to wait for all this traffic to come through. And so I'm just sticking here, and finally he's able to merge right, and he passes me. And I have my windows down because it was actually a nice day today. And he has his window down, and he yells. He like slows down right next to me, just yells into my window, "Asshole!" Alright? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, so you wanted me to go all the way around the block so you could be on time and I could be late. Okay, yeah. Next time I'll do that. Yeah, I'll drive all around town, not make any turns where I have to wait for traffic because you needed to get through. Never mind that you could have been in the right lane way back at the last stretch of road. Or did you want me to swerve through traffic? Is that what pissed you off? The fact that I didn't just like go, "Okay," and just get into an accident there? I couldn't believe it. And sorry for wasting like 4 minutes
Pushing a simple button is the most satisfying.
talking about that, but that was just like the greatest, worst, not even customer, but just some guy on the road.
Rollerific.
I loved it. Cause there's like different tiers of
Number one in the Bikini Bottom
when you get called an asshole when you don't deserve it. There's some times when you make an honest mistake, but it's something you should have done. And there's times like that where like, what do you want from me?
Coming at ya.
Motherfucker, I'm following the law. I got a job to do. And I have a big, like, Domino's fin on my car when I'm on the clock, so you can tell that I'm a delivery car. And if you ever yell at a delivery driver,
Spring breeze.
you've never been in a job like that. Like, it's the same when like people like get very like have a scene in front of like a retail employee. Like, those are the people I just have to assume have never worked in a job like that, who don't know like the shit they have to deal with. But my god. I'm getting sinks thrown at me. Okay, yeah. I wanna lead the sinks. Oh yeah, I had the turn signal on. There might have been like a slight chance he thought I was the other regular morning driver, because apparently he like speeds and cuts people off all the time. So maybe like he thought I was him from like an earlier experience. But our cars are totally different makes and models and color. I mean, I don't really look like the guy, but we kind of have the same, like, build, I guess. But still. Because that driver's always coming to me with stories like, I almost got pulled over. It's going 35 in a school zone. Like, yeah, I shouldn't do that. Yeah. Oh, have we seen this yet? The suffering sponge when you go out of bounds. Suffer sponge. Punished sponge. Oh, Hans. I can smell again. I need to get rid of these fences. I also live in Seattle now, and there's a lot more traffic and a lot more, like, irritability amongst drivers. Okay, can I... Yeah, there we go. New foe. Why German? Suffer Sponge sounds like a German sex toy. I know Germans are like a lot more like, or they're a lot less taboo with like sex stuff, but I don't know. G-Love. G-Love, that's my nickname.
Somehow I don't think he needs a hand.
Sunken Bob. Despair Pants, there we go. SpongeBob Despair Pants. I don't want to run into the ketchup. Or no, it's the hot sauce. I don't remember how the exact quote goes. It's like, by the power of everything spicy, I declare this particular drop of hot sauce to be really, really hot. Did anyone get punished with hot sauce when they were a kid? You know, like a drop on the tongue. I don't know if there are other ways to be punished with hot sauce as a child, but I had that done, like, I had it done once, and it worked on me. It was, I wasn't a fan of it as a kid. But my mom stopped doing it because my brother actually enjoyed it, because he was a lot more into like spicy and hot foods than I was. And I think she just assumed that both of us liked it. So yeah, I only had that done once. My mom like tried everything once as a form of punishment. Well, not everything, but like, you know, all the socially acceptable methods. I got spanked a couple times. I had the soap. I had a jump rope tied to the doorknob outside my room against the stair railing near my room because there was no lock on my doorknob. And my door opened inward. So it prevented me from coming out. Ew. What does this button do? I like ball sponge. There's like a skate park specifically for ball sponge later in the game. Dee. my Dexter voice is just my Ren voice. Dee Dee, you idiot! Need some water after doing that. I'll have to take a moment to see some of SpongeBob's idle animations at some point. I think I'm actually allergic to peppers. I'm finding out from work because I gotta do some dishes and some prep in the morning. And whenever there's like red peppers or jalapenos that I have to like clean out or prep, I get like a split-second whiff of either of those, and like my like throat like clamps shut for a moment, and like I need water immediately. Because I never liked the taste when I was younger of them. When I was younger of them. Great phrasing. And then like my forearms were getting really itchy. So I don't know. One thing about this game, and it might also be because I'm streaming and looking at the chat, but it's very easy to like forget where you have to go. That's an easy way to do that.
3 years running. Thank you.
There are a whole lot of like landmarks that look unique, I guess. I want the sock. I want it. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, but mind my bubble space, Sponge. You should know about bubbles. Okay, I might need to be Miss Cheeks in order to do more of that. Great. Okay. Can I get the thunder? 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 Stop it! Who throws sinks? How am I getting in there? Can I sneak right here? Oh, come on.
I feel like a new sponge.
Alright, I'm gonna go up then. I'm going to ascend. Here we can make a path here now, so we don't need to go all the way around. Right? Thunderwear, that's a good one. Trampoline. Was this a dead end? Yeah. So like where'll I go? go where the cannon is. There's a bus stop. I'll get you yet. Yes, I will.
Up for a game of SpongeBob?
Alright. There we are.
This door is locked from the inside. Who would do such
Who
a...
does this? Stop! I need it. I need the socks. Sea needle, yeah, it's a reference to something I live nearby. I'll feed the clam. Stick my shiny things right in that clam. I'll do it. No questions asked.
There you are, boy. Someone's broken the sea needle.
That's horrible. The sea needle is the cradle of Crochet Corner.
Yes, yes it is. But what's more important is that there are tikis and shiny objects just outside the windows.
Mr. Krabs, how can you think of money at a time like this?
Easy. I just clear my mind. Money, money, money. Now listen here, boy. You know that I'll give you golden spatulas if you bring me shiny objects.
For the love
But
of
I'm going
money,
to sweeten the
money,
deal.
money, money, money,
If you
money,
can break
money,
all
money,
the
money.
tikis here at the sea needle, I'll give you a bonus golden spatula.
Why would I want to break the tikis, Mr. Krabs?
'Cause they were laughing at you and calling you funny names.
Never mind that you've been breaking tikis without moral question this entire time.
What kind of funny names?
You know, SpongeBob butt pants.
That's not very funny.
No, but they said your mom was ugly.
Ugly? All right, Mr. Krabs, break them I shall. You got a deal.
I'm ugly and I'm proud. Sneedle. You know, I've never been in the Space Needle. I've been near it,
Quirky experience.
which doesn't really mean anything. Like, oh, you've been near the Eiffel Tower. That's cool. Near the White House, you say? My good sir, you have quite the status. This controls a little funkily. Okay, I'm not sure when the best time to press the A button is. I guess when it appears. It takes a little bit longer than... It takes a little longer than I'd like to like let you press again. There's a lot of like dangle time. Buffer dangle. What do you mean what the fuck is this? It's SpongeBob. It's great. game wants you to, like, dive and, like, rub up against a thunder. Like so. But you have plenty of underwear to spare. You can kind of just dive right in. You've never used SpongeBob or great in the same sentence? Where am I? Do you think SpongeBob is lame? Because I think it's not lame. Oh, cool. Yeah, I haven't really utilized the auto host feature a whole lot. I don't know why there's stone tikis here. Because you kind of just gotta let them fall. They're just kind of in the way. Alright, I guess I gotta start tiki rubbing. Good enough. But did that count? It didn't. It did not. Because I got the checkpoint before I did this. I forget checkpoints even exist in any game. Unless it's like a 2D side-scroller. Because then you're like, oh yeah, checkpoint. Check it out. Hung like a sponge. Alright, so this is annoying. Yep. Yeah, okay. So this is what you do at the Space Needle, right? You just dangle from your underwear out broken windows? Did I do it? I think there's one more. So I need the cruise bubble to scout around there.
Smash all the...
So what the fuck were the checkpoints for? If it doesn't save my tiki destruction. SpongeBob just has a lot of like weird, like, decisions in some of the things, and that's what makes it like strangely quotable Like, there's quotes that, like, aren't really funny, but then they are because they're just weird and you remember them.
Just my style. Number one in the biggest bottom scavenger hunt 3 years running.
Good work, boy. Here's the golden.
Like, what are some like weird one-off quotes? Hey, I reject a lot of millennial culture. The other driver I work with is like, he's just dripping millennialism. He actually uses the word finna, unironically. And I had to like, I did like a double take when I heard that. Because he's just telling me the story. He's like, man, when customers are dicks to me, like finna get my wrath going. Like, I'm sorry, what? I don't know how finna like steamrolled into like actual vocabulary repertoires. I don't know. He vapes. Vaping is a very millennial thing. Likes to talk about 420. Also unironically. I don't know how it's... No, I don't... He said it like so fast, and I don't really hear any other human say it in person, so... I just... It's F-I-N-N-A. That to me just finna. Why am I trying to do that? Let me become ball. I must b-ball. We b-ball in it.
Roll the sponge.
You got a Rick and Morty belt? That's another thing. I've seen a little bit of Rick and Morty. It's fun. It's a fun show, I guess. It's not my favorite animated show I've ever seen.
Hi, Gary.
But I'm not going around saying, Pickle Rick!
Yes, thanks for noticing. I have been working out.
What is Rick and Morty? Is that a real question?
Not done? Doesn't that mean... Oh, that's the entrance to the rooftops, which leads to the lighthouse?
Yeah, finna basically means gonna. I also heard it like, it literally stemmed from like fixing to.
Uh-huh. There's another golden spatula. I could really use that.
Which, who the hell says fixing? What millennial says fixing to? It's too many consonants for them, so they had to trim it to appeal.
What do you mean, get Sandy to help me? I can get through this. Oh, that gap looks big. Okay, I'm definitely not making that jump. How is anyone going to get across there? Uh-oh, more robots. Holy Dutchman's ghost! That gap looks impossible! And impassable! Okay, I'll go get Sandy to help me out.
Yeah, I guess my only real problem with Rick and Morty is, besides the way the pupils are drawn, for some reason that kind of bothers me. But, it seems like the show is, like, trying to tell you, like, how cool it is. Like, this is awesome! Instead of just being awesome. Sandy. What's that? A wallet? A waffle? You guys know any good squirrel jokes? Wait, what's going on here? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to get stuck on geometry for a little bit. But boing. See, these sound effects remind me of Gex.
Here's another one.
Sandy has a hover. So I guess it's a little bit like Donkey Kong 64 too, in that you switch out characters at designated stations, and they have like different special abilities. Alright. Squirrel jokes? Nah, I don't tell many. Most are kinda nutty. That one hurt. That one hurt a little bit. So because I'm very much an adult, living an adult life, I'll eat things like Lunchables and Go-Gurt. And Go-Gurt has like some of the most physical pain-inducing puns on the back. Sometimes they make their own up, which are like 10 times worse than the regular ones. They'll make their own jokes involving Go-Gurt. I think one of them was, why did the girl put yogurt in her tuba? Because she wanted a tuba Go-Gurt. And like, can like feel my soul like freeze and chip away. I hear stuff like that. I like puns when they're like stealthy and, you know, not completely obvious, and not about ice or eggs, because those are like very limited and overdone. Ice and egg puns will get you banned in this chat. Still need to get in there. I'm into alternative puns, okay? Puns that really challenge the cognitive brain assets. I'm into intellectual puns, thank you. Ice puns are cool. Egg puns are excellent. There's nothing to say to that.
Nothing like a bit of loafing to get the heart pumping.
Can we say that shoes from Texas are dumb? No. Hey, SpongeBob. No. Hey, Patrick. What am I? Stupid? No, I'm Texas. What's the difference? Why, you? I got launched into SpongeBob's underwear. Where did this come from? Alright. Oh. I don't know if that's what I wanted to do.
Well, that's better.
Do I have any opinion of Doki Doki Literature Club?
Busy just watching.
I don't know what that is. I see a stray object. I need it. Where is that? Where's the place with the sock? Is that right over there? Doesn't look like it. Oh, I'm sorry. Doki Doki Literature Club is a huge phenomenon going on. Tell me more about it. As big as SpongeBob. B-Dude claims. We're bigger than Jesus.
Shinier the better.
I'm gonna pretend like that wasn't a John Lennon impression.
There's another one.
Because right now my brain is just auto-correcting all my voices to Kermit the Frog, I guess. A good narrative which subverts standard dating sims. Yeah, I'm streaming this in 4K. No, but don't be afraid to tell me if something looks like shit. 'Cause I'm trying. I lowered the frame rate because I wanted to lessen the interlacing. But I don't know, like, I think it helped a little bit. But to me, the frame rate looks pretty choppy on my end. Oh, it does look good? Okay. That's all I wanted. Get it. There's a sock. I feel the tremble in the controller as you collect a sock. Okay, I want... You know, I won't worry too much about getting socks on stream. If they're there, I'll get them, but I'm not gonna hunt. I'm not gonna sock hunt.
Hey, Larry, what's shaking?
Sandy! Boy, am I glad to see you. I need your help. My TV reception has been terrible lately. I need to have someone replace my old antenna with this shiny new one.
Talk about your pecs.
Yes, sir. That there antenna is shinier than a $3 bill. Well, why don't you replace it yourself?
Sandy looks a little bit soulless in this game.
I'm not really much of a jumper.
Not much expression in the eyes. The eyes are completely black.
So, what's jumping?
Odd looking duck.
Because the old antenna is up there.
Woo! That's taller than a glass of Texas iced tea.
The robots have blocked off that building, and I can't do all those fancy moves you and
I'll be there
SpongeBob
faster
do
than a
across
jackrabbit.
the sky.
Yeah, the rabbit.
All I can do is flex. Wanna see?
Yeah, great. So what are you gonna do with the old antenna?
Garfield eyes.
Oh, that? It's yours if you replace it
What
with
about
a new one.
Garfield eyes? Jonathan,
Well, I have been getting bad TV reception.
where is my lasagna? Garfield, where is the 3 cheese pizzas? I ate those food. Where is the steak and potatoes? I ate those food. Where is the cheese nachos? Ah! Fucking Garfield took me down a YouTube rabbit hole. I regret only a little bit. So here's a question. Why are SpongeBob and Patrick's clothes hanging here in the middle of the city, far away from their houses? I've already seen this enemy. Fucking dead. That fish is no more. Swing your rope from side to side. babies.
Nothing like a bit of rope to get the heart pumping.
I like when their audio clips lap over each other because you're getting damaged while gloating.
Feeling refreshed.
Oh, Sammy loves it. She loves SpongeBob's underwear.
Surprise everyone.
The people who have SpongeBob's clothes are cosplayers. Makes sense. I like the air kick. Effective. Simple. Good.
Messing with Texas.
Sick combo. Wah. Do you know that ducks have 13-inch corkscrew penises? So just to let you know how my train of thought went right there. I heard a duck's sound effect in the game. That's point A. Point B, 13-inch corkscrew penis. There's not really a whole lot of in between that. Just basically went from that to that. I can't do that. I kind of hate the camera for like looking up and down. Left and right's fine, but like just kind of a little bit. How's it going? Having a good day? Alright. That's enough. I need SpongeBob Stomp. Where is boss? No, I'm just into cockology. It's professional. Sock? Big sock? Sock on the big fan. God. Okay. So now I keep going, right? I've brought the chat into I've got them in a fetish hole. I don't know how to get out of this hole. Anyway. Alright.
That's awful pretty.
We're at new ground. Stop. I need to get him there. Up there.
There's another one.
Yeah, I guess that is just the internet.
Ew. Can't believe I'm wearing SpongeBob's underwear.
And now she hates it. She's grown tiresome of the SpongeBob tidy whities. I don't want to target that one. Haha, whatever.
I'm getting dizzy just watching.
Did you see that new Hey Arnold movie? I heard it was good, but I didn't know it was even happening until it was happening. Did.
This one for Texas.
I was never like a huge Hey Arnold fanatic. I watched it. Watched a fair amount. My jam was Courage the Cowardly Dog, though. I was just always a sucker for weird, fucked up things. I wish there were more nightmare fuel shows for kids. I need to be Sponge. How do I become Sponge? Is there a bus nearby? I don't think I can even get over here without Sandy. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I thought I needed SpongeBob for all switches for some reason. I love Gumball. That show, I think, really has its footing for the most part. It's not a fucked up show, but it can be very funny at times. It has like weird stuff in it. Not really frightening, but it's the name of that one character with like the chin face. It's always like eating.
Take that. Here's another one.
I think even Gumball, like, knows it's not as good as SpongeBob, but it's still, like, it's, like, I think it has a lot of respect for SpongeBob. Like, there was an episode where they pulled off, like, something similar to canned bread off the shelves. It's like, oh, that's clearly a nod to SpongeBob. But its sense of humor is very similar to SpongeBob, so I'm pretty sure, like, that's what they're going for. But, like, it's not ripping it off. Like, with some of the weird faces that get made. And then, like, the dramatic zoom-ins of, like, suddenly very different art style faces. I think my favorite being when they zoom in on Alan the balloon, and he has like a sexy, handsome, realistic human face photoshopped on him. It's a good, solid moment. What started that portrayed by SpongeBob thing? I watched too many of those, and most of them are, like, not worth it. Gotta stop doing that. Oh, here's a mini slide section. Oh, there you go, fun. Supposed to jump. Yeah, Alan won't get mad at Gumball, and like, does he end up like popping him like multiple times or something? Or is that the one where he blows him in the bathroom? Full. He sold his parents to clowns? I don't remember that. Switch. Anything involving clowns I tend to forget, I guess.
Pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
I'm not afraid of clowns, they just make me a little uncomfortable. Like, no one should be able to fake the levels of enthusiasm a clown has for so long with that much makeup and hilariously oversized clothes and shoes. We're gonna get more and more stoned. puppets scared you. You know what's always freaking me out was stop motion things. Just the weird, unnatural movement of things. I always noticed that, even when I didn't know like what was, like how it worked on a technical level. I was like, it's moving all weird. Like I was terrified of the stop motion stuff in Beetlejuice, especially the sandworm. But also it was just like a horrible monster. So that didn't help. Stomp it out. Stomp on your feet. Hey, you guys that live in Canada, do you hear Serena Ryder on the radio? She's like Canadian Adele. And she's pretty good. I like her. Only got one of me underwears left. There is a lot of enemy variety in this game. I like that. And there's like a new one, at least one new one per world. You could tell frames were missing. I thought you were talking about the game at first, but yeah, stop motion. I could. I mean, it's very obvious, but like when you're a child, you don't really know what animation or anything involving. You don't even know what frame rate is as a child, so it's like it's just weird. It's like it's not of this world. So I think I fucked that up, actually. I think I was supposed to activate the T key before the stones fell in it, so there goes my like super monster combo or whatever. So sometimes when I'm really mad and like I feel like I've exhausted all the traditional curse words and they just aren't satisfying enough, I say monster fucker. You know, it's a step above motherfucker. You know what I mean? Is that it then? End of the road. Come back with the cruise bubble. Alright. What's this? Go to the lighthouse. That's where I just did things, right? So we out of here. Mad. Yeah, I guess so. Monster kill. Same dealio. Eclipsa? I need to enter now leaving I need to be in now leaving Bikini Bottom. Where's my ball? Where? Rolling around at the speed of Sponge. Got places to go, got to follow my rainbow. So there's a I don't know what the lyrics are to that song, but there's a part in that Sonic song that to me sounds like boo-boo-licious. So I just say boo-boo-licious sometimes. $15? Nope. Alright. Goo Lagoon. The first 3 levels kind of have a samey aesthetic. So I'm more excited for later levels. Kind of have similar color palettes, very sandy.
Lagoon, a sun-drenched beach of sludge at the bottom of the sea. But all is not well here on Paradise.
But there's no levels in this game that I hate, that like I dread. They all have fun stuff. My roommate made a back in college. My roommate made an observation that every level in this game is a water level. I'm like, touche. Because we were talking about how it doesn't really have any of the annoying tropes that are in a lot of games, like what are they called? Escort missions, stuff like that. Just things that are kind of shoehorned into games. There's no I don't know, I can't really think of any others right now. There's a lot of... What are some, like, annoying things that are, like, in a lot of games? There's usually just, like, 1 or 2 of them. It's like, really? Does this need to be here? Stuff like that, like escort missions.
SpongeBob, do I look burned?
Well, you do look a little red.
Alright, Night B, dude.
Barnacles! That darn robot.
Robot?
Yeah, a big robot stole everybody's sunscreen.
Oh no! Everyone will burn, and then they'll get all itchy and peel.
Exactly. You can't spend a day at the beach without sunscreen. That sun is way too hot. That robot is out on the island. Nobody can get to him. SpongeBob, maybe you can use those sun reflectors to point the sun's rays on that robot. If you hit one of the buttons on the side of a lifeguard tower, the reflector will turn. Connect all the towers and the light will shoot right out of the big reflector on the island. Then all you have to do is swim out to the island and turn the big reflector onto the robot. I'll stay here and protect the babes.
But I, can't swim.
Stealth sections, yeah. Yeah, I'm too impatient for stealth sections. Okay. That's why I've never tried games like Metal Gear Solid, which are supposedly like mostly stealth.
Fine. Go, SpongeBob. It's your birthday.
I liked that in Breath of the Wild you could just put on a stealth outfit, and then you could kind of like walk at a normal pace and have the same effect as stealth. So I never had the inkling to sneak up on animals to hunt them, so I just put on Sheikah pajamas and just walk right up to a buffalo or a yak or a bull. Just smack him in the face with a Goron cobble crusher or whatever. Bigger bicep water. I can't believe you remembered that from my stream, from my original
Oh no, the children's
LP
balloons have
of
been
this.
overfilled. They're carrying the children out of control.
Yeah, repetitive boss fights. Not a huge fan of that.
I don't know, Mrs. Puff. It looks like they're having a lot of fun.
Yes, too much fun if you ask me. You can save the children by bubble bashing each of the balloons. Bubble bash all the balloons, then come see me for a reward.
Can do, Mrs.
I didn't
Puff.
even remember that I called them that until you refreshed me. Okay, there's like a puzzle going on here. These little scout houses.
Pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
Sure. No, 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 no. Okay. So just use fat guys as platforms, no problem. Alright, there's something I need to do before those work, I guess.
Ah, a little shade on a hot day. Somehow I don't think he needs a hand.
Okay, so this is where I need to start. Yes. I think this puzzle seems more complicated than it really is. Just kind of gotta make everything connect. Is that this one? No? No, it's that one. What? Fat forms. See, those are the type of jokes, like puns, that I appreciate. I guess because they like, it involves like multiple levels of wordplay rather than just calling ice cool. It is ice to meet you, Batman. Good Schwarzenegger, right? I think you need to cool off. It's only gonna get better. So I'm gonna explain a shower thought I had the other day. It's a very long setup for a joke that's not really that funny, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, so there's this girl named Sally, right? And Sally is an artist. She likes to draw on triangular shaped what's going on here? Is this not right? Oh yeah, so it's a little bit more complicated. So Sally likes to draw on triangular shaped canvases, right? And so I meet Sally and I'm like, can I see any of your paintings? And she's like, no, it's not finished yet. And so this is at like the bar or something. I meet this girl, right? And then so next time at the bar, I see the girl and we're talking for a little bit. I'm like, so how's that how are those canvases coming along? She's like, can't tell you about those. And I can't stop thinking about that. And I'm like, well, let me know when you I'm really like, I'm making this even worse than it's gonna be, even less satisfying than it's gonna end up being. But so Sally, I meet her again for a third time, and like I'm just trying to play it cool, you know, not even mention it. I don't want to be a bother. Like maybe these are personal paintings. And then finally she for the end of the night, she pulls out her phone and she shows me her artwork. And now I can say I saw Sally's triangle. Oh, motherfucker, you got it already. You know the best jokes are the ones that you guess the punchline, like, before they're even halfway through. Really pulls the rug right up from underneath you. There it is. So yeah, so now I come back to that later. You thought of that joke also?
It shines.
Wow. Gonna let these children, you know, fall from 30 feet in the air. They'll be fine, right? What? About to pop that balloon on Flea Balloon Day. Flea Balloon Day. This kid's laughing at me. I headbutted the kid. Can't hit the kid. Oh, there's another one there. Another one of them critters. Flea Baboon Day. My horns are not sharp enough. I don't like how much you're enjoying yourself. Too low. Alright. There we go. Oh, he didn't fall 30 feet. He fell like 6 feet. Not satisfying. Sock puppy.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Oh, hey there.
Somehow I don't think he needs a
Doom's
hand.
Death Beam. I'm playing this on GameCube, but yeah, it was definitely also a PS2 game. And I talked about the PSP version, which wasn't at all the same game. It was more or less a scam. Alright. Let's get your... Take your ham away.
I get it.
Yeah. My parents didn't let me associate with the PlayStation folk. That's not true at all. You're gonna play this Nintendo? You're gonna like it. My dad was also Kermit the Frog. Just like John Lennon. I need Sponge again. Only SpongeBob can drown the children. He's our only hope. Help us, SpongeBob.
Uh-oh, I can't swim!
Well, neither can the children. That's what we need you to... do this. Yeah, right in the water. Right in the goo. Got him in the goo. He's fine. Kids float. I won't be having no children land on the logs. You are going in. Where? What is your pattern? All kids, I like how it's, as it says all kids rescued, he falls to his death. Doo-doo! All kids drowned. Or suffered internal hemorrhaging. Alright. Now we can be Batrick Bar. And stop being Bung Bob. Yo! What is this? Sand David? Yeah, I wanted to destroy the castles, like in... I was thinking this was like Gex again.
So, what are you supposed to be? I'm a starfish. What are you? I'm a figment of SpongeBob's imagination. Oh, that makes sense.
I don't think I ever got that dialogue in any of my previous playthroughs. So why is this even here? I guess there's
SpongeBob, I heard that you
Patrick
were collecting
stuff
golden
nearby.
spatulas.
Yes, Bubble Buddy, I am. Have you seen one?
Why, yes! We were having a sandcastle contest, and somebody put a golden spatula on the top.
If I had a castle, I'd name it Fort Pattytown III. And Fort Pattytown III would have a big bake sale every Monday.
The golden spatula?
Oh, at the top of the sandcastle, right! That should be easy to reach.
Well, perhaps you should see for yourself.
Hmm.
Ooh,
'Cause I'm only a grain in this castle of sand. Get in there! Yeah. Almost missed the sock.
you! Patrick needs to do laundry.
I don't know. I couldn't hear what SpongeBob said when he collected that sock, but it sounded like you, Patrick's horny.
Rising. Must get to higher ground.
And I don't want to think about what Patrick does with socks when he's horny. Oh, fetch quests was another thing that a lot of games do. I mean, you get things for 4 people in this game, but it's kind of like you don't really need to backtrack the entire way like some games. You just kind of like, it's kind of just happenstantial, like, I guess that's the word you want to say. It doesn't really matter that you get it. It's just kind of for like to feel like you're doing something. Yeah. I like that this plastic bubble wand can just obliterate cannons like that are like form like smiths together with steel plating. Welded. Not smithed. Yeah, fetch quests can be bearable, but a lot of times they're basically just filler. Like, it doesn't tickle my enjoyment bone. It's not like a satisfying to do, rarely. It's just like, yeah, it's a 20-hour game, so yeah, I'll spend half an hour doing this fetch quest, yeah. Would've been 19 and a half without it. You wouldn't like that, would you? You want that 20th hour. The last half hour. Yeah, Patrick has the free fruit. Free fruit. My brain's like, no, I'm not gonna pronounce the Z. It's just free fruit now. Let's get him. It really is wonderful. You have like Mike's DeClausa level of expertise in the pun department. Okay. Do I need the fruit, or can I just like go like do a well-timed double jump? Yeah. Oh, it's a nice spot. I guess that enemy doesn't seahorse around. I gotta go all the way around. Oh, Mike's to Claus is the guy from Red Letter Media. It's a movie review channel on YouTube. He does a character called Mr. Plinkett. He does like a dumb voice for like Star Wars Episode 1 is the most disappointing thing since my son. With a tongue a flailin', I'ma grab that sock. I don't know if I can do it. Oh, I did it. Yeah, shortcut. What I'm trying to say is, oh darn. I done fell off, and must repeat a small part of the level. I think this game could use a little more shortcuts, maybe, at times like this. Since I already got past the thing. Oh fuck, there's a big blue shiny thing down there that I want, but I'm not gonna get it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. Yeah.
Hey, Gary.
Gary wants nothing to do with Patrick. Where'd he go? Fuck did you go, Gary? The hell? I didn't even. Oh, there he is up here. Why was he talking so far
Hello,
away?
Gary. What's new? You don't say. Squidward bought a new sweater. Oh, he's so crazy.
Those snails really get away from you sometimes.
And there's a golden spatula at the end of this cave. Wow.
Wow! Oh, it's Cave Patrick. Oh, that's like his muzzle. Thought he like had a coconut in his mouth. But the coconut is his mouth. Rise. Rise, rise up. You want me to do all that hopping for some underwear? Bitch, I'll just die.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
Oh. It all worked out. Except for the part where I died. But other than that, it was flawless. Oh no, oh no. What have I done? More socks. Socks. I had a cat named Socks. I used to say her name like that. Six. Oh, six. How does your boy get up there? I gotta follow the tikis. I don't know how I feel about these hazards being like sentient life forms. See that? They're like pufferfish with faces. They are one with the same of Mrs. Puff. They're like Mrs. Puff is one of the lucky ones who wasn't enslaved to be a rolling hazard. I think I actually said at one point I want to have socks with me. Not realizing what I said. But I kind of knew what I said. I knew it would raise some eyebrows in my household. So I would purposely trigger my parents by saying stuff like that. Then what happened to Mr. Puff? We just going around this whole place? I love lamp. Yeah, you found your Mr. Krabs' wallet. Ah! The knockback in this game is ball strangling. It gets your testes in a twist. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just take it. You take it! Look at that. I took that. Why is there a melon up there? Is that just an optional melon? A melon of choice? We're talking about this! And of course that birthed the infamous more. Now it is time for pet.
Like a spring breeze.
Pet. Pat Benistar. There's my shitty pun for the evening. I'm clocking out now. KAT, I'm out of here. Oh, more wasn't jellyfish star. Jellyfish star. Jellyfish hunter. I was confusing montages, because isn't there like... There's that montage where SpongeBob is bringing Mr. Krabs all these material things in the Mrs. Puff episode. But the more one was the montage of bringing him jellyfish in various jars. That's right. Alright, but seriously, I am clocking out now. It's been a good about 3 hours, nearly. So, we're good. Playing this casually, yeah, I'm not a speedrunner. Make no mistake. That is not my jam. But yeah, thanks for showing up. I'll probably be back Sunday or Monday, likely. Good night. Be safe. One last Kermit. Alright.